up, magandang matlang people? Magandang gabi po. Welcome to another smashing vlog from your local host, Mr. CHOCO-MANGO. Ako. Here we go into another amazing topic that might astound you, as it has astounded myself. These are the 5 reasons. No, it is not 5 reasons. These are the 8 reasons why I love the Philippines. And here we go. It is time now for reason number 1. But wait! Before watching this video, it would be great if you could do a little support to me and subscribe to my channel, because I want to give you more great topics like this. I think I need to do a lot, and I want to do this for you. So please hit the subscribe button now. I love you for it. Move on to reason number 1. Reason number 1 actually is very simple. When you arrive to Pinas with your little pocket money that I had from Germany, one thing that you realize when you exchange your money is actually, at first you have this money, you don't know much about pesos, is it worth much? And then you realize something like, oh my goodness, this money is worth a lot. Means my whole point in this is actually, for 2 weeks in my first day in the Philippines, I could basically live like a king. It was amazing. I had so much money to spend. It was truly amazing. When you now compare this to Japan, it is actually the opposite. In Japan, you arrive with a little pocket money and it will be over and gone, voila, in maybe 2 days. And in the Philippines, I stayed for 2 weeks and I could really spend to the supermarkets. I could do anything I wanted. It was amazing. It was truly and fantastic experience. Reason number 2 is the weather in the Philippines is always great, and that actually for me is also perfect, because I come from a country, Germany, where we got sometimes weather that is very chilling. I'm not really a winter person. It is a little bit too cold for me. I remember an incident where I had to wait for a train or bus for 15 minutes when it was -18, and it felt to me like my hands are freeze burning. It was a terrible experience. I thought almost like I died. So much pain was in my fingers. And now this is actually not what I need that much. Yes, snow is an interesting thing, but do I need coldness? Not really. So the Philippines actually is the perfect place if you don't like the cold, because you will always be warm. The weather is always perfect, and even if the sun is not shining, you will love it. There's no doubt about it. Of course, I'm aware that there's also a time in the Philippines that might not be so pleasant, like the time before Christmas, this November, this typhoon season or so, but that should not discourage you to go enjoy, or maybe in the future live in the Philippines, because the weather is fantastic. Reason number 3. When I went to the grocery in the Philippines, at first it looked like that might be almost like the groceries here in Almania, but there was a fantastic difference there. One of the differences was basically I saw people who worked there very happy. They were dancing and working at the same time. When you're here in Almania, work is always very serious. Work is sometimes unpleasant. You don't have much joy in it because everything needs to be too serious. What I learned in the Philippines is the people are always very cheerful, and even in the groceries, these workers are really able to do their job and can dance around at the same time. It was an amazing experience. But this is actually not the main topic for this. What I saw at the end of my grocery shopping is the most amazing to me. The end was basically I have all these items and suddenly it happens that there's an additional cashier who is packing all my items into a bag. This is an amazing experience to me because of the following. Here in Almania, the thing is you are at the checkout of the grocery of the meeting the cashier, and he is merciless, totally merciless. There's no extra cashier there. He will take your items and just push them to you. You need to be very fast in putting those items into your cart or into your bag, whatever. And I saw some elderly people actually who couldn't be that fast, and the cashiers still were totally merciless. Means they were just pushing these things away. You need to be fast, and the next grocery customer wants to check out too, and sometimes it really happens that you're not even done with your items, that you put them into your cart, and then already next to you are already items that are belonging to the customer that will be the next after you. And that basically is luxury. It is also fantastic that in the Philippines you got an extra cashier who is really packing all your things in a bag. It is for me definitely the best experience I ever had in a grocery. It's amazing. Reason number 4, which actually is a little bit related to what I said earlier about the supermarkets, the groceries. When you go to a restaurant in the Philippines, some amazing things are happening there. Yes, you order your food, you will eat the food, but some things are happening there which are not possible in my home ground in Germany. The thing is very simple. There are some kind of waiters that are even singing for you. Sometimes even the cooks are singing there. And that is creating a unique experience from the person that is visiting such a restaurant. It is astounding. It is amazing. It really something like when I went there the first time in the Philippines, I thought to myself, this is basically the best holiday I ever had in my life. So good it was. So I can only recommend you, try to search in the Philippines for such a restaurant. You will be totally glad that you did. Reason number 5. When I went the first time to the Philippines, some kind of mishap, some accident happened. My glasses have been broken. So I was very, very sad, and it was actually at the beginning of my holiday that suddenly I said, oh my goodness, my glasses are broken, and I was very sad. Why was I sad? Because in Almania, the things are totally different than in the Philippines. Or say like this, in Almania it takes actually 4 to 6 weeks until you can get a new glasses. Yes, you went there in Almania for your kind of seeing test and for measurements and search for your frame, but then you really need to wait 4 to 6 weeks until you can finally have your glasses. And that's why I was totally sad until I got the notice that in Pinas, in the Philippines, it's totally different. In fact, you can go there to a glasses shop, and there is some kind of optician there who will, they take your, just in Almania, they take your eyesight protocol, and then they tell you, please wait, in 1 hour you can come back and get your glasses. My goodness, what a remarkable experience, because getting your new glasses within 1 hour? Here in Almania you need to wait so long. I remember some people who even needed to wait longer than 6 weeks. And then in Pinas you get your glasses in 1 hour? I think this is the best customer service ever. No doubt about it. Reason number 6. This is also an interesting reason. It is the time change. You wouldn't believe this. There are some people who believe that everywhere around the world, maybe it's mostly kids who believe this, there's the same time, which is not true, because the time is, wherever you are in the world, the time is different. And in Almania, in Germany, basically you got this summertime and winter time, and you also have here, I'm here in northern Germany, and some interesting time changes are the following. During the winter time, at the beginning, you got lots of darkness. The days are not really long. Sometimes the days are only something like 6 hours long, which is amazingly short. And then, on the other hand, here in northern Germany, you got some, in the summer, you got some days that are super long, bright until 11 in the evening. But what is interesting is, it is nice to have in summer a long brightness till 11 in the evening, but it can sometimes be confusing. And here come the Philippines. The time in the Philippines is totally different. Basically, it is a very simple time, as to say. There is no time change as we have here in Europe, which always happens at the end of March, last weekend of March, and at the last weekend of October. No, in the Philippines there's no time change. That means the sun always goes up at 6 in the morning and the sun always goes down at 6 in the evening. So in some ways this is more simple in Pinas than in Europe, but it's also not so confusing. So therefore you got another nice reason. Reason number 7. It is also a fascinating reason. In Pinas, the TV is for free. Means you don't need to pay anybody for watching TV. So if you are now confused also, it's the following in Almania. You need to pay TV. Even if you do not have a TV, or if you don't even watch TV. Yes, we need to pay a fee that is something like right now as in 57 euros, if I remember correctly. And you need to pay this 57 euros every quarter, and it's kind of annoying in those ways, because just imagine you only have a computer. Still, they want you to basically pay those TV bills. The TV bill is for the first channels and the second channel of Almania. They get that bill, and basically, even if you don't watch their program or so, you still need to pay that fee. Yes, it sometimes happens that there are some people who somehow are able not to pay this, but those are the lucky ones. The fact is, lots of people are paying this bill, and actually there are also lots of people who don't want to pay this bill, but the High Court of Almania has decided that basically this bill, TV bill, is totally legit. So, and now, as when you are comparing this to Pinas, you see the difference. It's really great in Pinas that you don't pay any cent, any peso for TV, and can enjoy it to the max without paying at all for it. While in Almania, you need to pay lots. This 57, 58 euros every quarter. So it is really great that you don't need to do this in the Philippines. Reason number 8, and the final reason, which is a very sarap reason, is if you like ships, I like lots of different ships, then you might be amazed what you find in the Philippines for giant regal selection of ships in the grocery there. I went to a grocery store that had something like 4 booths of different ships, 8 billion, at least it felt to me like that, 8 billion flavors, kind of brands I never saw in my life. It was an amazing experience that you have such a giant ships assortment. It was really blowing my mind, because when you go here in Almania to the groceries, it is not much that you find there. Yes, there are a couple of different flavors, but you won't find too much. So basically, this is also very remarkable for me, that the ship selection is so amazing in the Philippines. So it would be really great if you could subscribe to my channel, because I don't want to stop giving you nice content like this. So I wish you the best, hope to see you soon, and bye bye.